Now, of course, there was some people who was pissed off about this.
That last Druski skit was not funny. It was actually pretty offensive, and I no longer support Druski. Ever since that skit has hit the internet, I have nonstop been getting shares of that skit. Nonstop. Friends, family I haven't spoke to in years.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down.
Yup. Yo, we watching Druski made the worst mistake of his life. Alright? Come on, man. Come follow him on Twitch. We still on Twitch. I've been lolohavin. Streaming on Twitch right now. Come on, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's see what Druski did. Alright, make sure to like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe. Let's go.
In the first, we've seen it. The new thing. Do you know what's crazy? Hatfished. Men are hatfishing us.
Druski wouldn't be him if he didn't piss people off. We've seen it already with the NASCAR thing and the Hebrew Israelite skits, but now he has a new one. It's called hatfishing. If you guys don't know what hatfishing is when a man looks pretty much decent to a woman with the hat on, but when he removes it, the hairline or his head shape tells a different story.
Yeah, Druski, why the fuck you have to let down a fucking secret like that, bro? What the fuck on with you? All my balls, nigga, all my, like, hairline with you, nigga, like, now they got to wear a hat. I got dread. I'm gonna go to an ugly face, Druski, and now all the girls think I'm a hot face. No, bitch. I'm going to the ugly face. Give me time. My hair don't look good right now. Damn.
And this is really big amongst black men. And Druski made light of it.
I wish you would have had my corner seat. That's why I don't let nobody, if you could, niggas push my corner back.
Tell you where, like.
That's why I don't let everybody cut my hair, man.
Now, in this instance, Druski is a young man losing his hairline, and he's at the barbershop, and he's blaming the barber for his hairline being gone. He doesn't want to accept the fact that he's balding and he can't do anything about it. But then the second part of this is where it gets interesting.
Gentlemen, no hats. Take your hats off, gentlemen. Hey, man. Oh. No hats, gentlemen. No hats, bro. Ladies, step on in the building.
I'm just go home, bro.
All right, man, have a good one.
Look, y'all shoot this bitch up, nigga.
Druski here is trying to get into the club, and the security guard is like, listen, you got to remove your hat before you come in. He removes his hat and hairline is down bad. Now, of course, there was some people who was pissed off about this.
That last Druski skit was not funny. It was actually pretty offensive, and I no longer support Druski. Ever since that skit has hit the internet, I have nonstop been getting shares of that skit. Nonstop. Friends, family I haven't spoke to in years.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the think you is?
It seemed like people shouldn't be upset about this, but in all actuality, you know, black men and male pattern baldness is a big thing. This does affect our community more than it affects other men, believe it or not. It has even affected me. I started losing my hairline when I was around 30, so I understand what it meant. Now, I was okay.
I got a problem too. I ain't lie. My corner is standing right there, like, right. I got a lot of hair right there. My corner is standing right there, but I started using my minoxidil. I'm gonna try to get onto biotin. Yeah, my corner is thinning too. That's why I go dread. Nigga, what you expect? I'm gonna start taking minoxidil and biotin. I'm gonna grow my shit back.
With cutting all my hair off and just going bald. But not everybody wants to go bald. Some people, you know, their head is shaped funny. Their hair looks better with hair. And then obviously, if you're a black man and you're used to having long hair, it also makes you look youthful. So when you lose your hairline, well,
going from a head full of hair, deep cut wave, dreads, free forms, whatever it is, braids, and then going to a little bill to off the grid cut. Boy, I don't wish that on nobody, bro. I don't wish it on nobody.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because the amount of self-esteem and confidence that you got to regain from losing your hair, that shit is crazy.
Woo! I mean, damn, the brother said he feels like he now looks like Little Bill. And of course, you got black men really discussing trying to actually treat their loss.
Today is the hair thing. So this is my hair right now. I've been growing it since December 26th, and it's kind of long. I ain't gonna lie. I'm doing this, not here. I'm doing this in the back right here.
I mean, that's DDG's brother, and yeah, his hairline is looking quite terrible, right? And here is
my
another.
Nigga, you can fix that shit, but actually, what the fuck? My nigga, like, we gotta fix our hairline. We gotta fix our hairline. That's the whole problem. We gotta fix our hairline. We need to start fixing our hairline. I'm gonna start getting my next. If I started losing my hairline, I'm going straight to Turkey, my nigga. So help me out. If I started losing my hair, let me know, bully your shit out of me, so I'm gonna go straight to Turkey.
Thing that I really, really want to talk about.
It'll turn from a 10 to a 6 real quick. They basically a hatfish. You'll never see them take their hat off. They'll even fall asleep with the hat on. But that one day that they gotta get in a pool and they have to take their hat off, you see their razor line, you're like, damn, I see why you wear a hat. Put that hat back on, bro.
Woo!
You thinking to yourself, here, let me go hand them a swim cap or something, save them a little. I'm blessed enough to still got my hairline for what it is, but man, I've seen some young that got some fucked up razor lines, bro, like 21 years old.
Now, let's look at DDG's brother. He was born in 1998, I believe it's Dub or Doobie, whatever his name is. But he can't be no older than 27, and he's already losing his hairline. I mean, that's even worse than me. Woo! And so that's kind of what I want to focus on. You have younger men who are losing their hair. And this is why the hat fishing thing is so popular, because let's say, for example, you're a younger guy and you know, you're already not getting the women that you want. The one thing that can help you is a good hairline. I mean, you got your youth, social confidence, and that would at least save your attractiveness. But if you're 27 and you start losing your hairline, I mean, you actually can look like 37 or 47. People start talking about how you're cooked or start calling you unk, all right? And this is the situation. When you start losing your hairline, it now becomes a maintenance issue. Now, once you start losing your hairline, you can actually use the hat as a shield. This is the protective mechanism, okay? So my hairline is down bad. It's whatever. I'll just put the hat on. I go outside. I'll rock my fitted. It's all good. Then the other problem is that barbers like cost a lot of money. So when I started losing my hairline, I had to start getting my hair cut more. Not that I was, felt down bad about it, but I had to like get my hair cut more because my balding spots would show out faster. So I had like more pressure to go and get my hair cut because my hair grows fast. At least stop the show. Right, outside of my balding spots. Woo!
Still bald.
So I had to start getting my hair cut more often, right? And so that costs more money and it costs more time. So for me, it was better to get my hair cut every week. And then if you still want to try to save that hairstyle, which in my opinion, you should just cut it all the way off, but you don't want to, then you got to start trying to wear the hats. Then another thing you see a lot of brothers doing is, all right, let me go ahead on and wear the wave cap. All right. Now, this is the big thing back in the day. You used to be able to get the Murray's grease. Like I said, rock the wave cap. And that's a part of, hat fishing too. You can just go outside with your wave cap on, it's fly and all that. The problem is when it's time to take it off, go to the club, you know what I'm saying? You got to go out there and get in the pool.
Jump in the pool with a wave cap, nigga. Fuck that shit. Jump in there.
People start to see how down bad you are. And this leads to the next point.
Earlier this year, I got a hair transplant, and boy, when I say that was the best decision I ever made, fellas, go to Turkey, get a hair transplant if your hairline is starting to backspace.
Now, this brother right here is real excited, right? He like too happy because he went to Turkey and he's taking care of that hairline. Now, this is the ultimate result of the whole hat fish situation. And I've seen so many black men who are going to do this, because let me just say this. It's one thing to say that, all right, if you just make a lot of money and you just work hard, females gonna deal with you. That's not necessarily.
You need look, money, and status. Money, SMV. Status, money, look.
True. Okay. They might deal with you to a certain degree, but if females find you attractive and youthful, it's going to be a lot easier to clap cheeks. So guys are going out to Turkey and they're getting their hairline taken care of and all that. Here's the problem with the Turkey trip. Number one, you need a passport to go to Turkey. Okay.
Y'all don't have passport? My nigga, go get a passport. Don't become a passport boy. Be a nigga with a passport. Don't be a passport boy. All right? Y'all hear me? Be a nigga with a passport. Don't be a passport.
Number two, you're going to need to fly from wherever you are to go to Turkey. Then you're going to need to pay.
Okay, like, I think if you save up for 6 to a year, save up all that money. Don't go buy stupid shit. Save up. Get your passport. Get everything. 6 months to a year, you can raise that money up to fly, buy a plane ticket, and pay for the treatment for your hairline.
Pay for the actual situation, and you can do it in America, but it's probably more expensive. But in Turkey, you can get those hair transplants. Get cool, right? You have to support yourself in Turkey. By the time you come back, that might be a $10,000 or $11,000 trip. So a lot of brothers can't afford $11,000, $12,000 just to go and invest in a hairline treatment and all that, and that might be risky. So what's the situation? It's the hatfish thing. And for a lot of dudes that go bald like me, it didn't really bother me that much or whatever. I really wasn't tripping. But for a lot of guys, it does bother them. Like, I haven't had a midlife crisis. I've been bald for a long time. I just cut my hair off like in the 30s. And I was kind of wearing low haircuts all my life anyway. So when I just went all the way bald, like, for me, it was easy. Didn't really bother me. I liked it, right? I haven't really got real lineups and real haircuts in like 14 years, something like that. That was the last time I got it. But for some dudes, like, if you've been rocking dreads, you've been rocking waves, you've been rocking flat tops, and you can't rock that no more, hey, you feel less confident. And we got to really pay attention to the fact that a lot of men, they feel hurt. They feel bad that they can't rock their hair no more. And so now what they're left with is hat fishing because they got a funny shaped ass head. Women going to be clowning them. And it really hurts a man's self-esteem. And I really didn't think about it because for me, it wasn't a big deal. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a big deal for a lot of brothers. And a lot of women be clowning dudes with the same situation.
You know when men say catfish? You're a catfish. I'd like to call out all the hatfishes. I've seen some sexy guys. They're wearing the baseball cap. The beard is looking moisturized. Skin is looking sexy.
Yes.
You've removed that hat.
Yes.
Why is your head the way it is?
It's genetic. Nobody can control that shit. It's genetic. All right.
Apparently, this is not a problem, just not in America, but also in the UK.
What?
Yeah. Again, I'm going to just say this for the brothers out there. Whatever you got to do to feel good about yourself, do it. I mean, these women is doing it themselves, right? But hey, if they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. If you got to save up and transplant it up, transplant it up. If you got to cut it all the way off, cut it all the way off. But whatever you do, you can't have the fro in the back and the open crown on the top and think that women is gonna really like. Some women may like that though. I'm not saying that they don't, but if you gonna rock it like this, just cut it all the way off.
You can still save that shit. Go to Turkey, my nigga. You can save that shit. Like, go to Turkey to get a hairline treatment.
Cut it off. If you gotta dye your hair, whatever you gotta do. But I'm gonna just tell you like this: if you're hat fishing, they're gonna find out anyway. You might as well be yourself. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy Yoshi J Jackson back at it again.
That was Druski just made the worst mistake of his life by O'Shea Duke Jackson. Okay. Yeah, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Let's do this. You know, follow me on Twitch, Twitter.tv lolohavin.